What is up, football fans? It is Generic Sports Talk, and we are here to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders. I will not call them the Oakland Raiders, I keep forgetting. And the Pittsburgh Steelers duking it out on Sunday Night Football, where the Steelers moved to 2-1 after beating the Raiders 23-18. Let's talk about the positives. Kenny Pickett threw his first multi-touchdown game in his career. TJ Watt got to the quarterback a few times. Defense looked solid against the runs, only 69 yards rushing for Josh Jacobs and the others. They did allow that great catch from Devontae Adams. It was a little bit thrown behind him from Jimmy Garoppolo, who I think did not play a good game. Some throws he missed, especially that last throw. It made Guy Grinwall from the Waterboy, SCLSU, look like a NFL caliber quarterback. 22, he literally threw it to the defender, ending the game without a chance to win. Also, let's talk about the Steelers. They were really playing a clean game for the first three quarters, and then all of a sudden, it was penalty after penalty. It's like a switch flipped on, and they just lost their minds. I don't know what happened.
Is that you?
I've been waiting for you, Patrick.
Of course, the Raiders are always battling against the refs. Supposedly, they're like always the most penalized team. But I digress. Other than that, Jacoby Myers had a really good game as well. 85 yards on 7 catches, I believe. Najee Harris had 65 yards on 19 carries. Josh Jacobs had 17 carries for 62 yards. And Calvin Austin, who I kept calling Tavon Austin, had a nice touchdown for 72 yards. 2 catches, 72 yards. George Pickens had 4 catches for 75 yards. It was a really boring game to start, but once it got to the fourth quarter, you could tell like both teams tried a little bit harder. Both defenses, I think, were gassed by the end. It's early in the season still. The Raiders are 1-2. They need to be able to run the ball, and they need to play better without the penalties. They need to stop penalizing. For the Steelers, defense was a little bit slow towards the end. A lot of penalties. They were on the field a long time. Also, they need to clean up the penalties as well. Total yards for both teams, 333 to 362 from the Steelers to the Raiders. Passing yards, 228 for the Steelers, 293 for the Raiders, 228 for the Steelers, my bad. 105 yards for the Steelers, 69 for the Raiders. They got to pick that up. Third down efficiency, 4-13 for the Raiders, and 6-15 for the Steelers. The Raiders, I don't think Josh McDaniels is a good coach. I have never thought that ever since he screwed up the Broncos so badly that I think they were like 1-something when they finally fired him last year. The Raiders are in a bad spot with Josh McDaniels. He is not the answer. He is an offensive coordinator in the right system. Put him anywhere else, he's bad.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Mike Tomlin, way to go. You're off to a good start. I hope you guys make the playoffs this year. I also hope that the Raiders finally become a good team again. When was the last time that they have been a great team? I'm not talking about when Derek Carr got hurt. They were a great team. They didn't do anything. Talking 2002 when they went to the Super Bowl. The Steelers got 4 sacks on Garoppolo. I mean, there was some times I winced because that play when TJ Watt got under Jimmy's legs and he like crumpled, I thought he was out for the season because he's had leg injuries before. I really cringed on that. Next week, the Raiders do play the Chargers, who just won a game and they're riding a high right now. The Steelers are playing the Texans, who won 2. might be a good game. I don't know how the Texans work. I'll find out. Tomorrow, I will be live at 4 o'clock watching the Philadelphia Eagles, my favorite team, face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For those of you that want to check that out, come like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell to see more content. Let me know what you guys thought about the game and what you're looking forward to in this football season. I'll see you in the next video.